Hi, students. This video is to talk a little bit about the what it says, what it does worksheet that you have due this week. You can fill out this worksheet on any poem we've read so far, except for My Papa's Waltz, because I'm going to use My Papa's Waltz as an example to show you how to fill out this worksheet. All right, so what we do in the what it says, what it does worksheet is think about the distinction between what the poem says, what the words on the page, and the effect what it says has on us. So one of the ways literature works, and this is one of the things I love about literature, is it's kind of more the sum of its parts. For example, if we go back to that image of the battered knuckles in My Papa's Waltz, literally we can just say we're told that his dad has battered knuckles, and the speaker kind of leaves it at that. But that image evokes in a lot of us a little bit of fear, a sense of danger. So the detail of the battered knuckles is sort of what the poem says in that section of the poem. But what it does to us is create a feeling of danger. So that's sort of the difference between summarizing a work of literature and analyzing it. What it says is just kind of literally telling the story. What it does is the effect it has on us, the effect that what it evokes inside us when we're reading it. So in order to prepare to write your explication, I'm asking you to pick a poem, any one except My Papa's Waltz. It doesn't have to be the one that you're going to do your explication on, but you might like to do it for the one you're going to do your explication on, because it will maybe help you start to think about your explication. And you're going to start off, I've got this blank form up on Canvas, and you're going to start off with the title of the poem. And you're going to just, like for My Papa's Waltz, I might just say, or for midterm break, a lot of you in your Think Alouds talked about how the phrase midterm break makes you think of a vacation. So what it does might be, it makes me think it's going to be about a beach or a relaxing vacation. So you're going to write what the title is and what it does, and then you're going to write about each section of the poem. And for different poems, you might have only 3 rows. If it's Those Winter Sundays, you might have a row for every stanza. For midterm break, you might have 4 or 5 rows. But for each section of the poem, you're going to indicate which section you're writing about in this row. Then you're going to say what happens in that section, what is said, and then you're going to write about what that section does. How does it contribute to the overall effect of the poem? You can handwrite this. You can recreate the form on Google Docs if you want, or copy and paste it, it might work. You can print it out, handwrite your answers, take a picture of it and upload it to Canvas. You can type onto this Microsoft Word document. You can add rows, you can take away rows. I just want to make sure you have these 3 columns. You don't really need to worry about having your name on it, because I'll see your name on it when you upload it. And then now I'm going to show you an example of a filled out one, if I can. Here's one on My Papa's Waltz. Whoops, did I do that wrong? Maybe I did that wrong. Let me try again. There it is. Okay, so My Papa's Waltz. So you can see on the left side for the title, this person just has the title, but then they say what it does. Oh, the title gives us the focus of the poem. It creates an expectation that the poem will be about a dance that is usually fun and beautiful. Then they write about stanza 1. The speaker describes dancing with someone whose breath smells like whiskey. They say the waltzing wasn't easy. Establishes that the speaker is speaking to someone, perhaps his father, that the speaker danced with, but that the dancing wasn't easy. This makes the reader want to know more about what was going on. I'm going to let you read through the rest of this on your own. But one thing I want to make sure you know is that one thing that you can write about in the what it does column is the questions that are raised. Almost, most of the best poems raise questions. In My Papa's Waltz, we were asking the question, is this abuse? Is this love? Is it a little of both? What kind of memory is this? Many of you talked about in your Think Alouds in Midterm Break. There's a burning question all throughout. Who died? Whose funeral? What's going on? Why is the dad crying? So it's perfectly fine to list a bunch of questions in this column on the right. At this point, we're like, why is he leaving school? Did something happen? Why aren't his parents picking him up? Why are friends bringing him home? Why is his dad crying? What's a hard blow? Any of those would work fine in the what it does section, because that is part of what poetry and literature do. It forces us to ask questions. It evokes questions in us. So that's what you do for the What It Says, What It Does worksheet. And hopefully it's going to help you start to think about what you might write about when you write your poetry explication.